it comes from using the same tools for so many years. And I talked to Willie Joy. I did a podcast with Willie Joy, and he brought it up to me, and I thought it was interesting, like, that I didn't even realize, but I guess I kind of have a more like unconventional way of going about creating the music. It's like not really as standard as, I don't know, as other people do it. So I guess just doing it the same way for so many years and like using the same tools, it's allowed me to stick into like a more similar sound and like a similar just like vibe of music. Thankfully, it's something that's identifiable at this point, which is great. You know, that's something that people tell me a lot. It's like sticking to the same sound. So I love hearing that, because I don't do it purposefully, you know, but it just like happens, you know, with the creative process. It's been a crazy summer. Been super fortunate and blessed to have played some of these festivals, Shambhala included, that are absolute bucket list festivals. Like I got to close out Forest weekend one, like close out the whole festival on the Jubilee stage, and it's been a summer of just like a lot of affirmation of just like all this time that I've spent doing the music, like it was worth my time, you know. So yeah, it's a busy schedule, you know, and it beats you up, but like it's you get blessed with experiences like this, you know. I mean, it's just all of the crazy experiences wrapped up into one, you know. There's a lot of things that happen at these festivals, and you know, it's insanity, but like just the fact that I've been given this opportunity to share my music with all these people, I think that's the biggest blessing for me, for sure. I have my fall kind of slated to take some time off and work in the studio, and so that's one of the things that I've been planning on doing is having a whole bunch of collaborations that are like long overdue with homies of mine. Like I know me and Space Jesus are gonna work on a track. I was just talking to Digital Ethos, like we're gonna work on something. There's a lot of friends, you know, a lot of friends that I want to make music with. It felt special, like when I was working on it, and it just immediately had this pop off, and Bass Nectar reached out to me for him to work on that remix, and I mean that just like continued this ball rolling, and since then it's been different, you know. It's been a phenomenal last year for sure. A favorite one? Oh man, they're all so good. I love them all. I don't know if I could pick a favorite, but I've done like when I've had some extended sets at some shows, I've played like 4 of the remixes and the original like all in a row. It's a little aggressive, but it was fun. I mean, all of them are so good. Yeah, it's a crazy thing, because like it sets your work in stone, you know. It's one of those things. I had a tune that was in Madden as well, and it was a similar thing where it's just like, oh wow, like it's featured in this world that is like so far from, you know, this like music festival and whatnot, so it's popping into these people's worlds who would have no idea about this world that we live in. It's just such a huge honor, you know. Like I'm a bit of a gamer myself, and so yeah, having that stuff pop up. And the way it came about is the label Spin-In, who released the track, they work with a lot of those people like in the world of you know, like commercials, video games and all that stuff. So they shopped it out to them, and they ended up picking it up, unfortunately. that was kind of an experiment with some of my new modular gear, because I've been working on this modular synthesizer over the last little while. And yeah, it was just an experiment, like working on tunes. And it's actually my voice that's sampled. I recorded myself saying that, and it's just like pitched and like manipulated and whatnot. Yeah, it was like it was one of the tunes that I think I've knocked out like the quickest out of like anything I've made. Like I just like spat it out and it just happened. So it was just kind of like one steady stream of inspiration to make that tune. That probably took like 3 days in the studio, which is like quick for me. I know some of these guys can like knock stuff out and like they can make like 2 tunes in a day. Then that's just not me. Like I need to spend a little bit more time with my stuff. But yeah, that was about like 3 days, which is about as quick as it gets for me. Man, it's flourishing. Like there's so much amazing music that's coming out. And like the festival scene and the show scene is just getting better and better as far as I see it. Yeah, people are in it, and I think a lot of creators, like including myself, like we're just really inspired to continue to provide, you know, the content, like the creations for the people, and I think it's just constantly getting pushed forward. It's never been a problem, but it's definitely, I've had my fair share of people coming up to me and, you know, asking me about it. They're like, oh, your festival, da da da, and I've like joked around with people in the past, and I've taken credit for the. Oh, they're gonna hate this. but yeah, like people will be like, oh, well, your lineup is so sick. I'm like, oh, thank you, man. Like I worked really hard on it. Buku music, I'd love to come back, so don't hold it against me. But I've joked with it. I would love to, man. I know my management have spoken to them, and yeah, I would love to come back. I played it in 2013, I think it was. It was their second year, and it was amazing. But I would love to come back for sure. What's next musically? I know I mentioned a little bit earlier, I'm gonna take some time off, so you know, I'm planning on making an EP and doing singles and all those collaborations and whatnot. So you can expect a lot of music in the coming year for sure.